Hey, this is Ron Doyle here, just giving you a little video of what we talked about in today's article. And I'm already on the page you need to get to. If you notice up here, the login or the URL is myaccount.google.com. And if you're not logged in, you can log into Google here and you'll get to these items that you can see on mine about account storage, privacy and personalization, security issues, and you can check all of these without breaking anything or hurting anything. But the one I'm going to concentrate on today is privacy and personalization, where you click right here, manage your data. This is how Google tracks you. Now, we talked about this last week in the newspaper article and this week also. The one that I want to show you first, the three of them are right here, web and app activity. So if you've got Google Apps on your phone, it has all the activity on it here. Your location history is where you've been or where you've been in a long time ago, or maybe just yesterday running to the grocery store. Or YouTube history, which is right here. Where have you looked on YouTube? What have you looked at? And all that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you mine. Notice you've got on and off, which you can select these and just cut them off. But we'll read the article for that. We talk about that a little bit. So I'm going to click here on web and activity, or you could have clicked on, I told you in the article to click that arrow just to make it easier. And we've got include Chrome history and activity from sites, apps, and devices that use Google services. Basically your web. On your phone and on your computer. This is on my computer, which I recommend going to. It's a lot easier to do from there, in my opinion. Do I want to include my voice and audio recordings? I've got it checked to yes, so they keep all those if I have any. Now here's your auto delete. Google just set this in the summer of 2020 to be a default factor for new accounts to be deleted after 18 months. Anybody that had an account before that time, like me, was set to never delete that data. It'll always be there. So let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and click it right here where it says delete, or auto delete is on, deleting activity older than 18 months. Now I've set this. This was originally set to don't auto delete, so it had all my data. Here are your three settings here. You can choose whichever one you like, which is right for you. You can read about that. I'm going to set mine for web activity for 3 months, like I said in the article. That's what I originally had it set at in here, because I might want to go back and look at a site I browsed recently or something like that that's only a couple of months older. So much further than that, I'll never remember it. So I don't care. They really need one that says auto-delete every 2 weeks, and maybe I could remember some. So I'm just going to leave that at 3 months and set it. And it tells you that activities older than 3 months will be automatically deleted. Google may delete some types of activity sooner. Don't know why they say that, but they do. So now it's deleting now anything older than 3 months. It tells me some dates, and I'm just going to hit confirm, lock that in, and say I got it. Now here's some other information you can look at, but we're going to look at some others first. So here it is. I can manage that activity and see and delete past activities. So I could click here and say, okay, let's see what's on. Here's some things I've looked at in the past. Can I use Google's timeline to get the times I've been to a specific, it's in the article, read it. I looked that up because I didn't know. Other things in here. So you can look up anything in here that's been there before. This is on my phone too. I can say play white noise for an hour. I must have taken a nap that day. Also, if I say I don't want this being in here, I can click these three dots, get details, or I can delete these items. So I'm going to delete them. It says deleting items. It says, are you sure? Don't show again for 30 days, deletion complete. So it pulled that out. So that's how that works, and it's pretty effective. So that's how the activity controls work. Now I'm going to go back up here to activity controls and go back. Location history to me is very important. I like it. It's on. If I click it, it says it is set to auto delete off. Mine will never be deleted. I have deleted some in the past, so it's not like for the last 20 years since I've been using Google, or since they've been using it, probably 8 years or 10, something like that. But that is set to auto delete off, and you click it just like you did the other one, and I say I don't want to delete my location history. Google tracks me everywhere I go. I don't care. I want to see that stuff later maybe. So I can click here and go to manage activity. This opens up my Google timeline map. You can get here by just going to that highlighted part, google.com/maps/timeline, and it will be your timeline. Now, The thing that I wrote about in the article and that you saw that I looked up earlier is something I don't like about this. I feel like I could be able to say, I want to know when I went to Puerto Rico. I should be able to say, search Puerto Rico, and it would show me the dates that I had been there. But it didn't. My wife and I went on a cruise a while back. So what you'd have to do to find that is you'd have to know the date or close to it. So I could click 2019, October. And then I would look at a little marker that would show me that date. And I could zoom in a little. I could probably have to search for it. Let's see here. October 2019. I'll pull a day. We'll just say and we'll just see. So it wasn't then. Let's see, where is it? It's not showing it all. Oh, you know what? I deleted all my history. But what would happen is, let's go back and let's check something else. This shows you Ron messed up because I deleted my history. Now you can't see when I went to Puerto Rico. So I'm going to go up here to 2020. And here's some places I've been. We can zoom out a little bit. I guess 2019, I got rid of everything. Yeah, I did. So I told it just 3 months, I bet. I was planning here before I did the article to make sure I had it right, and I messed up. So there you go. That's okay. I've lost all my history, but I'll handle it. But I can go down here and say, Charlottesville and Charlottesville Short Pump, probably the rest area on the other side of Richmond. Let's see when I went there. Yeah, there you go. Look, New Kent Safety Rest Area. So I can double click on that and zoom in on it. And also when I double clicked it, it showed me I left Harrisonburg and went to it. I was on the way to Virginia Beach to visit relatives. It shows me my trip right here if I highlight the whole thing. And then it shows me where I left from and where I went. And I went to Indian Cove Resort. And I went to Senior Fox Mexican Restaurant. I'm going to blur out my home address just so y'all won't kind of see that. But so there you go. So that's the way it works. So it's really pretty good. And then the last one, same thing, is Google. If I jump back over here, and I'm just using my back buttons, or I could right click and go down to Google account, I could look at my YouTube history. There's not much on here because I've set that also for 3 months. So I can go back 3 months and see what I've watched. So I can click here on Manage Activity under my YouTube account and see what I've watched. So here I've got auto delete. I can set the activity for whatever it is. Saving activity, I can click here, include the videos, include your searches, whatever that's set at. You can see I watch one of my videos, a software I'm looking at called Screencastify. Maybe I'll try this video on that, but maybe not. Weird Secrets of the Big Bang Theory. Ooh, heavy stuff Ron looks at. 10 strict rules Scarlett Johansson has to follow to play Black Widow. Yes, I'm a sci-fi nut. So you can check those out. Oh, Holderness Family. Always recommend the Holderness Family. Watch anything they do. Their blogs are hilarious. So anyway, but there you go. So I hope this helps explain some of this. Don't be afraid to click on anything that you see in here. You can even go to your security, run issues found on your security account. I always recommend two-step verification. Two-factor authentication is what it's also called, and dual authentication. So you might see it as any of those. But what happens with this is I will log into a new computer, and it will ask me to fill in a number it just sent me on my phone to make sure it's me. My phone, my account, make sure it's me. They give you like a little 6-digit code and just type it in and you're done. This is what you can check out. Enjoy it. Have fun learning. Enjoy life and be blessed. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.